Yo, what is up? We are riding in the T-22 with Duck of Death in the Fame clan. And you know this is a good player when you are all you're seeing is purple stats. Now he's even got the Clan Wars livery for you. This Clan War camo comes in 4 different colors. If you see this color, the green color, the white color, and the red color in this style, you know you are looking at a pretty experienced player. Now we are in Forts, and if you know anything about Forts and if you know anything about competitive gameplay, any good player will tell you if you are spawned on the east side of Ford's map, you want to get into the water and into this position. He's got himself into a good position here, and he's already looking at farming this T-57 heavy. T-57 fires 2 shots at him, bounces both of them, and that's because you are in a T-22. You are a very competitive tank. T-55A on the enemy team tries his luck, but if you pay attention to our friend in the T-22 here, he is actually giving the enemy the side armor. He is trying to avoid the frontal armor, giving him the side armor, the rear armor. T-55A lands a shot on the rear armor. He didn't manage to wiggle his way to escape that, but if you know anything about the T-22, it is the V-shaped hull. You're going to see a lot of players do the reverse side scraping or use the side of the hull to bait shots from the enemy. That is what is special about the T-22 medium. In terms of gun performance, it is comparable to a 140 and T-62A, and to be honest with you, the 140 and T-62A probably performs slightly better than the T-22 medium. But the T-22 medium isn't just about the gun. Like I said, what is special about this tank is the side profile, the armor profile of this tank. It has a very trollish V-shaped hull, and this tank is special for that. Now, like I said, when you are spawned on the east side of Forts, the most important position on this map is right here in the water, in the center of the map. Now, to be honest with you, when I try it by myself, I end up losing this position about 50-60% of the time. It does not work out for me very often, and that's because the teams I play with often don't come and support me down here in the water. But as you can see, our friend here, Duck of Death, he's got a bit of support from the 277 here, who went down with him and helped him deal with the T-55A, and that was the only reason why he remained successful. Now he's done 3,000 damage in under 3.5 minutes, and right now you see him farming this object 140. Even while he's doing that, he is being extra cautious. He is not being hyper aggressive. As you can see, it's still very early in the game. Only 4 tanks to 2. He managed to put that Waffenträger on fire for 470 damage of fire damage, 325 of shooting at him, and just like that, in 4 minutes, 4,525 damage. If his game ended right now, it would have been a good game for him, but this game has only just begun. His team is leading 5-4 already, nearly 5,000, well, exceeded 5,000 damage right now. Blocked 1,520 damage. He is already having a fantastic game, but this is what separates the good players from the great players. The great players are always pacing themselves. They are not rushing forward. You see that 277 that died he rushed forward and took the brunt of the damage from the FV4005 from the Waffenträger, but our friend here in the T-22 medium paced himself and took his time. It was still very early in the game, and things could turn on a drop of a dime. So he took his time here, paced himself, and he knows exactly what is up. Even though all the tanks have been spotted, he knows there is a 4005, a 121B, a UDES in the defensive position here, so he needs to be careful about what he decides to do next. He spots the 4005 and see if he can land one shot, and then hides behind this rock here just to be safe. Remember, the UDES 1516 has not been spotted for a while, so he needs to be careful. Now, even though he can be aggressive on the FV4005, he chooses not to, and that's because the FV4005 has a huge gun and could do significant damage on the T-22 medium. And there you go, just as well, he played it safe, and the FV215B183 has showed himself on the map right now. So he has to deal with an 215B183, an FV4005, and possibly a UDES 1516, which is why he is being as careful as he can. Now the 183 could have been aggressive and pushed the T-22 medium, but the 183 does not know if the T-22 medium has some support at the back of him. So the 183 is being cautious as well, and the T-22 medium is being cautious as well. So you can see him here being extra cautious, even though his team is leading by 11 tanks to 9. In fact, he is trying to break contact and leave that position because a shot from a 183 could penetrate and kill him off. And if that 183 is got, has some backup from that 4005, could easily eliminate this T-22 medium. So he decides to play it safe and sit back and see what happens. And he is going to try and relocate if he can, and he is going to see if he can get the high ground and help the team out that way. The 50 TP on his team is trying to advance there and fight the VK45B, but he's not having too much success. Our friend in the T-22 medium is playing it safe and sitting back, and looks like the 183 has been spotted, and he is pushing the Waffenträger on his team. Waffenträger lands a shot, but you can see the 183 is still very healthy, but the FV4005 seems very healthy, and now he is trying to make an escape and see if he can get into the middle of the map. He bounces a shot from the UDES 1516. Good job, he spotted the UDES 1516, lands one shot, and reverse side scrapes against the UDES 1516. Does very well here to survive and not take any more damage. He still has 661 hit points, which would be useful for him if he, if he needs to bounce a shell from the FV215B183 or the 4005, but he knows he cannot stay stationary and wait for the enemy. He needs to try and spot the enemy team, and he does spot that 183. He's going to double bush here. Double bushing meaning he's going to use these bushes and these trees in front of him to maintain his camo while he takes 2-3 shots on the 183 and finishes him off. Very well done here. He got 3 shots for free without taking any damage, just by spotting the enemy and using double bush mechanics. And FV4005 is spotted. Looks like he's trying to take the hill, and our friend Duck of Death is trying to make his way up to the hill and back to the base. And we fast forward, he turns around and comes back to this position where the FP 4005 is still in the same position. He finishes him off. Now it's a 1v1 versus the UDES 1516. Unfortunately, the UDES 1516 is in full HP, which means he needs to be very careful because the UDES can finish him off in 2 shots if he wanted to 1v1 versus the T-22 medium. Now the T-22 medium already done 8.5k damage and blocked nearly 2000 damage, but this is good news for him because the UDES 1516 has decided to cap. Now the UDES 1516 should know that the T-22 medium is a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter with 661 HP left. So as soon as the UDES spots the T-22 medium, he needs to rush down the T-22 medium and 1v1 him, get close to him and try to trade his HP and trade shot for shot. He should be able to win this, but our T-22 medium has no choice. He has to return to base and spot the T-22 medium, spot the UDES and the UDES is not full HP, but he has a lot of HP. He lands a good shot there. The UDES should have rushed forward here, but he doesn't. He still has a very good chance to finish off the T-22 medium. All he needs to do is make sure he lands his shot flush on the rear of the T-22 medium, but he does not. He bounces the T-22 medium, and the T-22 medium is just 1v1 him, giving him the side armor, and the UDES is really unlucky here, and maybe combined with inexperience is unable to land even one shot on the T-22 medium. Just like that, Duck of Death has blocked 3,280 damage, done over 10,000 damage. He's got the high caliber, he's got the steel wall, he's got the Confederate for defending the base. 10,183 damage. This is the highest amount of damage I have been able to find so far, and this is an amazing game. Out of 33 shots, he landed 32 out of 33, and he penetrated 31 out of 32. An absolute fantastic game. Blocked over 3,280 damage. T-22 medium, not the most OP tank in the game, but in the right hands you can use the gun. The combination of the gun and the armor of this tank to completely dominate the enemies if you know how to. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.